सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते.
Hello friends, welcome to the Warrior series of ABM. In Warrior series, as you know, we are covering the case studies plus MCQs. Right now, Navratri session is going on. You just now saw the worship. So first remember, worship the goddess always, because that the goddess is, you can say, knowledge, wealth, as well as courage, all the three, right? Durga, Saraswati as well as Lakshmi, same goddess. So firstly, always remember, worship the goddess, and this is the auspicious festival going on. Okay. So in case studies and PYQs, if you see MCQs, we are covering the PYQs, previous year asked questions. So it's a good thing, isn't it? So where will you get it otherwise? So watch it fully, share it with your friends. Today I'll be covering one numerical also on working capital. So don't miss this. Watch complete video till the end. Which of the following statement is correct about some important terms associated with frequency distribution? Now this frequency distribution topic will be there in chapter number 1. Okay? It will be there in chapter number 1, distribution. Class limit. Minimum value and maximum value that the class may contain. See, you want correct, right? May contain. So minimum value and maximum value of that the class may contain. So is it so? Think over it. See, what is class basically? Class means basically the group of elements, samples or the population. So minimum and maximum value, right? Width of the class interval. So this is true. Width of the class interval, total of the class limits divided by 2. Now you want correct. So A is correct. Now let's look at it. A. Width of the class interval, total of the class limits divided by 2. Width. Okay. Next. Class mark, difference between the two class limits. Difference between the two class limits, right? So is it so? Class mark, no. Okay. Class interval, actual class limit of the class interval that the class limit may contain in case of mutually exclusive intervals. So actual class limit of the class interval. Now which one is true over here? See, obviously A is true. Maximum and minimum value that the class interval may contain. So that is basically class limit. Right? Lower and upper value. So A is correct. So these two are out. A, B and C are A and D. But B is correct or what? Width of the class. Total of the class limits divided by 2. No, this is not right. Divided by 2. Okay? Class mark. Difference between two class limits. Actually it's reverse. This is over here and above one is over here. Okay. Width of the class interval is difference between the two class limits, and class mark is total of the two class limits divided by 2. Okay. So B and C are wrong. So if B and C are wrong, only answer remains is A and D. Right. Actual class limit interval that the class limit may contain in case of mutually exclusive intervals. Got it? Which of the following tools or techniques of financial statements is also referred to as pyramid method? What is pyramid method? Funds flow, cash flow, common size and trend analysis. Pyramid method. Now this you have to think. Give me the answer. Yes. What is the answer for this? Yes? Pyramid method. Which one is called as pyramid method? It is trend, correct? Some of you are answering trend analysis, okay? So it is trend analysis. Got it? Next. According to lending norms, working capital requirement is to be assessed at dash of the projected turnover to be shared between the borrower and the bank. So, as per the lending norm, this is called as JAIIB committee. JAIIB committee. Okay? JAIIB committee. Okay? So, this JAIIB committee gave this suggestion that the working capital of any client should be what? 10%, 15%, 20% and 25% of the projected turnover. What should be the working capital given to the client if the client is starting a new business or giving some projections for the old business also? So it is 25%. Okay, 25%. See, actually it's like this. JAIIB committee's recommendation was, it gave 25%, but this 25% is to be divided. Divided in what? 20% and 5%. So 20% is with the bank. Bank has given you. Bank. And 5% is margin. Customer. Margin. Customer. Okay. Means what? What I mean by this term actually. Suppose if my turnover is let's say 2 crores. 2 CR is my turnover. Then what should be my working capital limit? So it should be 25%. So that is equal to what? 50 lakhs. So this will be 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs will be my WC, working capital. Out of this, okay, out of this 20%, now 20% of what? 20% of 2 crores, 40 lakhs. So 40 lakhs will be by the bank. Bank will give the loan. And this remaining 10 lakhs will be by the customer. Margin. Got it? This is the meaning of JAIIB committee. Got it? Everyone? Next. Which among the following variable can be classified as discrete variable? Discrete. What do you mean by discrete? See, there are two types of variables. One is discrete, second is continuous. So discrete, and second one is continuous. Discrete and continuous. What do you mean by discrete and continuous? Discrete means which can be counted. One man, second man, third man, fourth man. One person, second person. You can count them. Okay? So which can be counted? Discrete. UNTED. Okay? Counted. And this is which cannot be counted. Cannot. Counted means what you can say, you need an external element to count this. 1 kg of rice. So can I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay. Can I count like this? No. So I have to count 1 kg of rice, 1 liter of water. I have to make use of the external event, external machinery, right? Okay. So cannot be counted. Can you separate this water? 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop. Right? You can't. So that's it. So what does it mean? Discrete means, see, always remember, for discrete you have summation. And for continuous you have integration. Integration it is, not F. So for continuous, it's always integration. Okay, integration, and then you write it over here dx. There is a big topic on this. Okay, so which among the following can be classified as discrete? Number of customers who visited the bank. Can you count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You count it, na, in your banks. So number of customers, yes. Time to finish the test. Can you count it separately? This remaining now this second remaining. Time can go to any level. You think you might be able to count it in seconds. I'll go lower than that. I'll go to nanoseconds. So you cannot count. It is a continuous. Water flowing in the river. Can you count it? 1 drop, 2 drop? No. Continuous. Number of doctors among 100 students. This you can count. Who is the doctor? Come here. Right? So this is basically this. So 1 and 4. Let's see where is the option. Yeah. D. 1 and 4. Got it? Getting this, everyone? Clear? Yeah? Clear this part? Chalo, let's move on. So got it, everyone? Let's move on to the numerical. Okay? Let's solve one numerical. See this case study. Everyone try this. This one. Prepare an estimate for working capital requirement for the following information of a trading concern. So you have to find out the working capital requirement. Projected annual sales is 6,50,000. Percentage of net profit on sales is 25%. Average credit period allowed to the debtors is 10 weeks. Average credit period allowed by the creditor is 4 weeks, right? And average stock holding is for 8 weeks, right? So done. Try this, everyone. You have to prepare an estimate for the same. Okay? How do you prepare this estimate? See, kindly remember, you have to convert always while solving any numerical on your working capital. You have to convert the yearly figures to weekly figures. Yearly to weekly. Okay, this is what your target is always. Yearly figures to weekly figures. Now what is given? See, credit period to debtors is 10 weeks. Then average credit by creditors is 4 weeks and stock holding is 8 weeks. So this is in weeks. So you'll have to convert these two figures also in weeks. So what is your profit then? Net profit on sales is 25%. What is the net profit then? On sales is 25%. So 25% of this. So my profit equals to 25%. Okay. 25% into 6,50,000. So that is equal to what? 25% into 6,50,000. What are you getting? Check this, everyone. 6,50,000. What are you getting? 25% into 6,50,000. Okay, so that is equal to 25%. 650 into 25%. Try this, everyone. I think so. It should come down to 1,30,000. Should it be? Check this. 13 4s are 52. No, something different it will be. Selling price is this, no? Yeah, 25% on sales it is given. Net profit is 25% on sales. Okay. So it will not be 1,30,000. It will be 25 upon 100 into what? 650, 1, 2, 3. 1,62,000 I am getting. Okay, 25% on this. So that is equal to 1,62,000. 1,62,000 I am getting net. Let me see. 500. 500 is also there. So 500. 1,62,500. Okay. So I am getting this 1,62,500. Got it? This is what I am getting. 25% on sales it is given. So now this is my profit. Then what will be my cost? So selling price SP minus CP equals to profit. Okay. So now 6,50,000 minus CP equals to 1 lakh. What is this? 62,500. So find this now CP. What is the cost price? So cost price equals to 650 minus 1,62,500. So get it now. Get the answer. It is 487,500. So my cost price is 4,87,000. 487,500. Okay, this is my cost price, right? So what do you mean by this? This amount I am purchasing from the creditors. So this amount will be given in credit by my creditors. And this sales 1,60,000. What is this? 6,50,000. This I will be giving as a credit to my debtors. So this will be related to debtors, and this 487 will be related to the creditors. Okay. So this will be related to my creditors. And what about the stock holding? For in terms of sales requirement, so it is 8 weeks. What about this stock? This also then. So it is whatever is my raw material. See this. What am I saying? Stock holding in terms of sales requirement. So stock holding, I have to maintain the stock. Stock will always consist of raw material. So this will be again this 487. Okay. So now see this 487,500, that is related to your creditors also and your this stock holding also, and your 6,50,000 is related to your debtors. So what you have to do now? Now convert these figures into weekly figures. So how will you convert this? See, now this is yearly, I know. These are the figures which I am having yearly. So weekly will be what? So my required weekly figures are, see, in a year how many weeks are there? 52 weeks. So suppose weekly figures, let's write it. Weekly figures. So what are my weekly figures of, let's say, see, what we have to follow is stock plus debtors minus creditors. Stock plus debtors minus creditors. So what is my stock then in the weekly terms? So stock holding is what? 8 weeks and amount is 487. So 487,500 into what now? 8 weeks. 8 upon 52. Now get the answer. This 487,500 is for 52 weeks, 1 year, right? So 8 weeks it will be divided and get the answer. So it is, what are you getting? 487,500 into, what is this? 8 divided by, what is this? 52. So 75,000. So weekly figure is 75,000 over here. This is for stock plus debtors now. This is stock, I'll write it, stock. Now debtors. What is it for debtors? Debtors means what? 6,50,000, right? Into 10 weeks now. So 650 into 10 upon again 52. So do it now. 6,50,000 into 10 upon 52. So I am getting it as 1,25,000. So my answer is 1,25,000. So it is to be added. Kindly remember, huh? These two are to be added. Stock plus debtors. Get the answer of addition. And then creditors. Creditors are what? See this. What are the creditors? 4 weeks, right? So 487,500 into 4. upon 52. Do this. So, what are you getting? 487,500 into 4 divided by 52. So, I am getting it as 37,500. 37,500. So, now add this. See, these two add and one subtract. This is subtract. So, stock plus debtors minus creditors. Do it. So, that will be equal to, yes, 75,000 plus 125. So, this is simple, no? 2 lakhs. So, this total is 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs. And this is minus 37.5. So, do it. 2 lakhs minus 37.5. So, what? 160 and then 163. So, my answer net coming out is 163,500. Right? This is my working capital requirement. Right? 163,500. This is my working capital requirement. And what is given? Is there some contingency? Yeah, contingency is given. No, not given. So leave it. If contingency is given, then add the contingency. Otherwise, this much is enough. So 163,500. If they give you 10% contingency, then add this. 10% into this plus add this. Okay. Now, before going, everyone, kindly join the Adda 24/7 classes immediately. Okay. How to join? But for joining the classes, kindly note, you have to go to download the Adda 24/7 app. Once you download the app, okay, download the app. Once you download the app, join the CIB Increment Mahapack. Right now, you are getting triple validity offer. Triple validity means you buy for 5 months, you get it for 15 months. Buy for 9 months, you get it for 27 months. Plus discount. See this. Remember the code Y432. Okay. 81% discount plus 1% through the app. Download the app. 82% discount plus triple validity. And you get, what do you get in this? You get question bank. You get formula bank. Physical banks. Study planner. 15 plus batches per subject. So don't miss. Join SAP. Okay. But never forget the code Y432.